Hi everyone, it's me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you're all having an amazing day, whatever it is you're doing. As you can see behind me, Asda's just dropped off my food shop, which means it's time for a weekly food shop haul. We're going to be running through everything I picked up, how much I spent, and what meals I'm planning to make this week. So if you do enjoy the video, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. It'll mean the world to me. And without further ado, let's dive into it. Now, if you've been following along with my weekly food shops, you know that I've been really cutting down my budget in the last month or so, literally trying to spend as little as I possibly can on my food shop. However, because I've been doing so many budget shops for like £50 a week, I have started to run out of quite a few like household bits and just general stock ups in my cupboards. So what I've done this week is set my budget back to £100 just for this week, just so I can get a really good stock up in the house for everything that I need for me and my 3 kids. So it's everything non-food items and food stuff that we need throughout the week. Set my budget back to £100 to see how much I could get for my money. So let's start by seeing how much I actually spent this week. So my shopping total for this week was £106.18. With multi-buy savings, I saved £7.46, meaning my total spend this week was £98.72. So I've definitely stayed within budget, which I'm super proud of. Only just though, there was some like little bits of adjusting at the end to make sure I stayed under the £100. But I've got some really good deals this week as well, which I'm really excited to show with you. And yeah, let's see what I picked up and let's see what meals I'm planning to make this week, guys. Starting with my frozen bits. I've gone for a full freezer restock, to be fair, almost. So let's start with my 4 for £5 deal, which you guys know I love in the frozen section. So for the 4 for £5, I picked up a pepperoni Goodfellas pizza. Now I did get a comment last week asking how I make this feed 4 of us, but it normally is just for when it's just me and Ava at home and the boys are with their dad, because they go to their dad's for like 2 nights a week. So this will normally be a dinner for me and Ava. However, if I am going to do it for me and the kids, we'll sort of do a picky tea. We'll have some pizza, some nuggets, some garlic bread and some other filler bits, some chips and things like that, some salad, all sorts of bits to make it spread that little bit further. But yeah, normally this would be just for me and Ava for a tea. Then got some garden peas on the deal because I needed some peas stock up in my freezer. And then I also got 2 of the Bird's Eye 2 crispy tempura battered chicken. So I'm going to do a sweet and sour chicken dish with these this week. I love to do these with some egg fried rice on the side, some prawn toast, prawn crackers, and then I get a jar of sweet and sour cooking sauce, and then I just heat that up and pour it all over. Absolutely phenomenal, really quick and easy dinner, and yeah, I absolutely love that. It's one of my favourites. I've then got a pack of sliced mixed peppers. This is £1.60. I love putting this in like chilies and bologneses. I just think these are always great to have in the freezer. They're great in omelettes and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, I just needed a stock up in my freezer of these. I've then got 10 garlic bread baguette slices. These were £1.23. Love having these as a side dish for some dinners. Love doing these with like peri-peri chicken and chips and stuff, or on the side of bolognese or pizza or something like that. And then the last things for my freezer are some chips. So I got some crispy home style chips from Asda. These were £2.45. Absolutely adore these. Gonna use these for a couple of dinners this week. And then I would normally go for the Asda French fries, but they weren't available, so I picked up some McCain's French fries. These were £3.18, which was a little bit painful. I don't normally go for the McCain's, I normally go for Asda's own, but I've got a couple of breasts of chicken left in my freezer now from my sort of like frozen chicken stockpile, and I'm gonna sort of like do a fake away KFC for dinner this week. So I'll do some French fries, I'll do some corn on the cobs, I'll make some barbecue beans, and then I'll also use the chicken breast, slice it into strips and put it into some flour with some seasoning and stuff, and then air fry it. So I'm doing like a little fake away KFC. If you do want to see that in a future video, let me know, because I love doing my fake away KFC. It tastes so good. That's all my frozen bits, guys. Gonna put these away in the freezer before they defrost, and then we can dive into our chilled items. Starting off with some salady bits and what I like to put on like the side of the kids' lunches and things like that. I've got a little pack of cherry tomatoes here. This is 85p. And then I've got a cucumber, which is only 50p this week. It's on rollback at Asda. I was not the happiest spending 99p on a cucumber last week, but they must have heard my complaints because they've been reduced to 50p this week. I've got a 6 pint of whole milk for £2.40, and then I've got 12 medium free range eggs for £2.85. For meat options this week, as well as the chicken that I've already got in my freezer, I've got an 8-pack of pork sausages. This is £1.79. I'm going to be cooking the sausages along with some bacon in like gravy in a casserole, serving it with some chips, peas and some peeled plum tomatoes. Absolutely love that dinner, it's phenomenal. And of course for that I'm going to need some bacon, so I've got 2 packs of 10 smoked back bacon rashers, and these were 2 for £3. I'm going to use one for our sausage bacon casserole, and then the other one I'm going to use for like a fry up during the week with some eggs, beans on toast, that kind of thing. And then I also picked up 250 grams of lean beef steak mince. This is going to be used for our spaghetti bolognese this week, and this was £2.84. Got some little cooking ingredients for my dal this week because I'm going to be making some dal and rice, which I absolutely love, and so do the kids. We've got some hot and fragrant thin chilies. These were 50p, and I've got some fresh coriander leaves as well, which were also 50p. For my boys' pack lunches this week, I've got a 6-pack of pork sausage rolls. This was £1.74. I did have some questions about the like pork sausage rolls for the boys' lunches and stuff. They do also have sandwiches. I have quite a lot of jam in my fridge. They love to have like jam sandwiches, or they love to have like cream cheese and cucumber sandwiches. There's always stuff like I have in my fridge that they'll put into sandwiches. So it's not always the sausage rolls that they take. It depends on their mood, but sausage rolls tend to be one of their favourites. But we will also mix it up with sort of like grated cheese sandwiches with salad cream, things like that as well. So they do have a variety of sandwiches in their packed lunches. And then I've also got some prawn toast, which were £1.96, and these are going to go alongside our sweet and sour chicken dinner. For yogurts for the kids this week, I've got 2 packs of 6 Wildlife tube yogurts. These were 97p each. And then I've got 2 packs of 6 fromage fraise for Ava, and these were 88p each. Got some fruit this week. I do tend to get the same fruit every single week, guys, just because it's long lasting and the kids love them, so just keep getting the same fruit. But as it gets warmer and into the summer and berries drop in price, we'll be picking up a lot of berries. I've got a pack of easy peeler mandarins. These are now 50p. They're normally 97, so super happy that these were 50p as well as the cucumbers this week. Also got a 6-pack of apples for £1.17 and a 6-pack of bananas for 94p. And then the last little extras for packed lunches for the boys, and also Ava likes to have some of these throughout the week as well. We've got an 8-pack of cheese strings for £2.25 and a 10-pack of mini pepperonis for £2.37. That's all my chilled stuff, guys. I'm going to pop this into my fridge now, and then I'll be back to do non-food items and food cupboard bits. I've got a fair bit of non-food items this week, so let's start running through them. Starting with our Little Angels pull-ups for Ava. We're starting the potty training journey, guys, very soon, so we're getting her adjusted to pull-ups for now. So I actually picked up 2 packs of the Little Angels size 6+ nappy pants. There's 32 in each pack, and these were £3.36 each. Then they have 2 for £3 on some of their cleaning products. So I got a pack of 20 tie top bin bags, and then I saw this on the 2 for £3, which was a cherry blossom and peony air freshener. I'm on my last air freshener at the moment, so I definitely needed a new one. But because I was paying £2.28 for this already, I thought why not pay the extra 72p and get this, which is normally £1.90 something. So saved quite a bit of money there. Then for my washing up, I needed a top up, so we got a Fairy liquid for 94p, and then a 4-pack of Dishmatic refills for £2.14. And then I got an antibacterial hand wash for £1 and a Colgate triple action toothpaste for £1.24. And then my last non-food item was some kitchen roll that I needed, and this is a 2-pack of Shades kitchen rolls for £2.48. Now for our bakery aisle selections. I've got a soft white medium sliced loaf of bread for 74p, a toasty thick sliced loaf of bread for 75p, and then I've got 2 packs of mini muffins, and these were £2.50 each. These do have like a month best before date on them, so they're really long lasting and the kids absolutely adore them. So I've got 16 blueberry mini muffins and then 16 double chocolate mini muffins. Got some breakfast options here. Got a pack of Asda's Honey Hoops. These were £1.04. A pack of Asda's Frosted Wheaties. You guys know I've only just discovered these recently that Asda do, like a frosted shreddy alternative. £2, but so worth it. They're delicious. And then I needed an on-the-go breakfast for myself. I normally get the Asda's own multigrain bars, but they weren't available. So I just went for the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bars. These are the blueberry flavour. Absolutely phenomenal. £1.85 for these. And since we're on like a full budget this week, I went for a big crisp stock up to try and save money in future weeks. So I've got a 6-pack of chipsticks that were £1.25, 12-pack of hula hoops for £3.48, a 6-pack of wheat crunchies, crispy bacon flavour, my absolute favourite, £1.48. And then I thought I'd try these, and they're the Asda party snack range. So we've got 2 bacon flavour bites, 2 salt and vinegar flavour sticks, and 2 lots of onion rings, and these were £1.30. I wanted a big stock up of instant noodles as well, so I got 8 packs. These are 44p each. Absolutely love these for speedy lunches for myself, but I can also tailor these into some really cool dinners for the kids. I absolutely love doing that occasionally, not all the time. I'll bulk it out with vegetables, meat. I'll even sometimes do these as sort of like a ramen dish with like hard-boiled eggs and stuff as well. If you want to see how I change up noodles to make dinners for the kids, definitely let me know, because that is definitely a dinner that I could do for you in the future. Some tinned items for this week. Again, we've got my peeled plum tomatoes to go with my sausage and bacon casserole, which I absolutely love. And these were 47p. I will never get over the fact that I got a comment once saying that I'm like a 70-year-old man for liking these, but they are absolutely phenomenal. And then I got a tin of Heinz spaghetti hoops as well. These are £1.25. I'm going to use these for our fry-up dinner as well. And then for rice and pasta, I've got a kilo of basmati rice. This is £1.85. I've completely run out in my pantry now, so I definitely needed a top up, and this is going to be used for our dal and rice this week, and then multiple meals in future weeks. I've then got 3 packs of Asda's egg fried microwave rice. These were 75p each. And I needed to get some spaghetti for our spaghetti bolognese this week, but because they're on offer, 2 for £1.20, I thought why not get 2 this week, and I'll save some more money next week, and it works out cheaper in the long run. I've got 2 packs of 8 plain poppadoms. These were £1.14 each, and we're going to be using these for our dal and rice. I always get 2 packs because the dal that I make is definitely enough for 2 dinners every time that I do it. And we'll have dal and rice sort of twice this week maybe, and I'll do like different accompaniments with it. But yeah, that's basically 2 of our dinners this week just from our dal and rice. I've then got some prawn crackers to go with our sweet and sour chicken dish, and these were £1.22. I do normally get the Asda's own sweet and sour sauce, but it wasn't available at the time that I was doing my shopping, so I've gone for the Ben's original. Didn't this used to be called Uncle Ben's? But Ben's original sweet and sour sauce. Anyway, I'm sure it used to be called Uncle Ben's, but now it's called Ben's original. That's fine. But I went for this one, and it was £2.47, a lot more expensive than the Asda's own one, over £1 difference. But I did really want that dinner this week, so I had to go for it. And then just for a nice quick and easy bolognese dinner this week, I've got 2 jars of the Asda's bolognese pasta sauce. Absolutely love this, 69p each. And then my last purchase on my food shop this week is the Asda's chicken seasoning. This is £1.10, and I'm going to use this for our Fakeaway KFC dinner this week. And yeah, that is everything I got on my weekly food shop this week, guys. What did you think of the amount of stuff I got for my budget? Luckily, I do already have like potatoes, onions, and all that kind of stuff left over from last week that I can use this week as well. So I do have some bits and pieces that will transfer into the next week, as well as what I've purchased today. But yeah, between things that I've already got at home as well as what I picked up today, I'm good for the next 10 dinners, I think, maybe even more. So yeah, I'm super happy with everything I picked up today and the money that I spent on it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below as always, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you very, very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.